Hi everyone. Hope you're having a good Friday and that you have all kinds of fun plans for the weekend. I know we're going to have some really nice warm weather. It's starting to slowly creep up into the 80s, so that's kind of nice and exciting. Today I want to talk to you and just chat a little bit about a couple of things that I do for myself on a routine basis that I think are good habits, reason behind why I like to share some of these good habits. There's a strong reasoning behind why we do what we do, so let me just quit yapping and let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about, because a lot of my videos involve makeup and skin prep and taking care of your skin and all of that, and I am a firm believer in properly taking care of your skin, and that's from cleansing it. And I'm openly admitting in my younger years, much younger years, just didn't ever feel like there was a need or a reason why I needed to take my makeup off. No big deal. When you get up in the morning, wash your face and start with a clean palette. But I have learned over the years how those years creep up on you, and you're not quite aware of it, and all of a sudden you start seeing laugh lines, those defined H lines or double 11s, whatever they're called, and all of a sudden you start noticing, okay, like, how come I'm in my 30s and I still have breakouts? Or, and I think it just stems from not ever being properly told about the damage that goes on with your skin when you're just keeping your makeup on overnight. Your skin ages by, I forget how many days it is each night you go to sleep with your makeup on. 8 days maybe. I could be wrong, but something like that. So if we can avoid doing that, because a repetitive going to sleep every night with your makeup on is very damaging to your skin, and nothing feels as good as clean when you can just lay your head on a fresh pillow and know that your skin is good and clean. So I think that's super important. And I always keep all types of makeup wipes available. Right now I happen to be using the MAC wipes, which I really like. But no matter what wipes they are, get into the good habit of taking your makeup off. And if that's all you can do because you're totally exhausted, if it's all you can manage in your mind, it's just like I have to go to bed, I'm gonna just drop and fall into bed, grab a makeup wipe and wipe your face off before you hit that bed, and just toss that makeup wipe aside, and at least know that you've at least taken off that main part of the surface grime from your skin. There are products out on the market. This should not be a replacement for you to get into the number one good habit: clean your face as thoroughly as you can each night. But if you can't, then try to rely on a makeup wipe to at least get that first layer of grime out. So that's kind of one of my simple little I guess I would say good habit routines that I have adapted into my life now. Just never going to bed with my makeup on, and I've done that for a number of years now, but I can't tell you the damage I did because of all the years, including those teenage years of putting on product and just ignoring it. And the next thing that I want to talk about is get into a good habit of trying to establish a nighttime routine for yourself, whether it's, you like to have a hot tea or something that prepares your mind and your body for bed. And included in that is the ritual of cleaning your skin. There's times where I just can't wait to get in and get everything, all the makeup off of my face, and just have that fresh, clean feeling on your skin. So I would just recommend, it doesn't matter what you're using, but find products that will do these things for you. Cleanse your skin thoroughly without leaving it dry, red, or irritated. Tone your skin, because you need to bring back the natural balance to your skin without drying it out. So a toner, I feel, is kind of like the backup car, because after you wash your face, even if you've used a makeup wipe and then you wash your face, then you go in and tone it, it really does pick up any loose product that you may not have caught. But that toner really, really cleans your skin and then neutralizes and balances your skin. And third, and most importantly, is a good moisturizer. One that allows your skin to breathe at night, that, again, is not irritating to you, whatever that is. But find a product that your skin agrees to, and there's a lot out there on the market. And so for me, I'll share with you what I use. I am a Rodan and Fields consultant, and I use their products, love their products, and my skin has improved immensely since I have adapted those products into my skincare routine. So it does become a really good habit once you start training your brain that no matter what, no matter how tired you are, no matter what, you're going to get a face wipe or some sort of solution that you can just get on your face and wipe the day's grime away. So that's kind of a habit that I've adapted to. So that's it for skincare. Habit number 2 that I think is kind of, this is like a little combo habit, and it kind of entails what I believe in. And I believe that every single thing, like this mascara or this makeup brush, has a resting place. And if you get into the habit of putting your things, your stuff, in the same place, then it's always easy to know where it is. So my fluffy powder brush goes into my brush holder that contains my large brushes, and my mascara is on the top right hand drawer of my vanity, where I keep my mascaras and my curling, my eyelash curler and such things. So I'm just basically saying everything that you own, every possession, find a home for it. Make it its permanent place. And along those lines, let's just start with nighttime. At night, when you get a chance to sit down and do your, whatever your ritual is, that's why I said earlier, try to set a ritual for nighttime. Make a hot cup of tea, or if you like, a glass of milk, or whatever it is. And then get into this little routine so that you can get into that mind phase of relaxing. Before you do that, maybe as your tea is brewing, do a quick pickup. Maybe your purse was left out. Go put it in its permanent place. Pick up some shoes that might have just gotten kicked off at the door. Always make sure your sink is empty. Don't leave any dirty dishes in the sink. Put them in the dishwasher, wash them by hand, and put them away. It's just awful to wake up to a kitchen with a sink full of dirty dishes, because it stinks, it smells, and it just looks like you're going to start your day like, ooh, already that facing you. So do a quick pickup, and I'm talking 10 minutes, if even that. 10 minutes to just quickly go through, pick up, fluff the pillows up on the couch, put whatever is left out away. And then by that time, fix yourself that whatever, that routine, that hot cup of tea. I like to fix a hot cup of tea. I like to put my oil diffusers on at that time. And I like to just get into that routine of no matter what I'm going to do, if I'm going to watch a movie, if I'm going to watch a show, if I'm going to read, if I'm just going to sit and watch YouTube, I like to have all my face clean, my house picked up, and my comfy jammies on, and just get ready to settle in. I think it just puts you into good habit, and that's good habit number 2. And if you routinely do that, now I have no children at home. My child's grown, married, gone. I have a little baby granddaughter that I watch that comes over a lot, and so I have buckets of toys and all of that. And so it's just really easy because I keep those toys contained in big canvas buckets and put them all, throw them all in there, and then just put them in the closet so that the next time she comes over, you can just pull them out, and she can do whatever she wants. I don't care. She can empty out all the buckets and all the toys all over. But I know at night, and her parents are training her to say, okay, it's time to put the toys away, toys away. And so she's getting into the habit of being able to pick those toys up and put. So I know at the end of the night, that is something I'm going to do, is pick everything up. If I happen to decide I'm watching a movie and I have my cup of tea while I'm watching the movie and I've done my face ritual and all that, okay, before I go to bed, I'm going to make sure that that teacup is done, emptied, washed, put away. And it's just simple. It's basic. So step number 3, or habit that I do number 3, is this one. I know a lot of people don't like to hear this, but I think there's a lot that stands behind this, and it is make your bed. Make your bed. Make your bed. You know, I think everybody needs one space, one area, something that is their safe haven, that is their go-to place. You know, if you're a mom, if you're not a mom, if you just have a super, super busy life and you're out working and you're just always scurrying around, you're busy, you have a, hectic schedule, I think it's really important to pull yourself away from the chaos of maybe every room in the house has a toy on the floor or on the couch, or, somebody left their shoes out, or their purse, or their this, or there's that, just a regular basic household. And if you just get into the habit number 3, to make your bed every morning, it does something I swear by, I believe by, that may be so psychological, that just makes things right, clicks inside. And you might think that is so stupid, making your bed big deal. It is a big deal. And I'm just going to share a couple of my thoughts and my reasonings. My thoughts, my reasonings, no one else's. And if you don't like this at this part because you're totally turned off by bed making, or, what's the purpose of it, take a listen for a few minutes, or just tune me out, because I think it's important. When you go to the service, serve your country, part of your boot camp is learning to follow commands, take commands. Your time is not your time. Your life is no longer your life, it's theirs. And part of that is keeping your shoes buffed, your clothes polished, and your bed made. And remember the old saying with how you have to bounce a quarter off the bed because that's a properly made bed? It's part of training. And when I was in nursing school, of everything that you learn, of all the stuff they cram into your head, and all this stuff that, you're like, wow, when am I ever going to remember to use this or that? I mean, there's just so much that comes across you. One of the first things that you learn in your clinical and you return demonstration on that is how to make a bed, how to make a proper hospital bed with proper hospital corners. And, so ask yourself, okay, what's the big deal about this, or how am I going to not survive or pass this little test. Okay, to make a bed, you're making a bed for a patient who may be coming into that position feeling ill, in pain, whatever. But to see a bed that's freshly made and that can bring that kind of comfort to their body, no matter what the circumstances, there's a reason behind it. So just making a bed at home isn't just a practice or a principle to do just at home, but there's a theory to it. Obviously, you're learning how to make a bed when you're in the service. You're learning how to make a bed when you're going to nursing school. But, if you had to walk into a hotel room that you were renting and you walked in and the bed was all unmade and, just things lying around, of course, you'd go right down to the front desk and complain and moan and groan like, okay, I can't be in this room because it just doesn't look fluffy and pretty. And I think when you make your bed, it's so inviting to you at night. It's just a place to go and just feel that comfort, or I'm tired, or a place for your, aching muscles, or just to get into that bed that is just pretty and, all nice. Now, on the lines of the argument from the men or the husbands or the guys who don't care about making the beds, what difference does it make? I'm going to get into it. This is my husband. And sleep, I could sleep anywhere standing on my head, so who cares if the bed's made? Okay, but as we've been married over 35 years and lived together, and it's a practice that I was brought up making my bed, told you make your bed before you do anything else, hated it. Why do I have to make a bed? It's so stupid, but I understand it now. And so if I'm out of bed first for some reason, or getting ready in the shower or whatever, and he's in the bedroom, he makes the bed. Now, is it as pristine as the way I make it? No. Does he always put the pillows in right? No, but he at least makes it so that it's done enough to say the bed's made. And I can't tell you how many times in a very stressful day, and you get to the end of the evening, I like to put my oil diffuser on and just turn on the little night lamp in my room and just kind of get things ready for me to get ready for bed. How peaceful and refreshing it is to be able to go into my room and know that it's just all put together, even if the rest of my house for some reason isn't, because I get busy too, and I have things that go on, and I don't always get everything done the way I want to. Just that one safe haven, that one place where you can escape, and it's just a good feeling. And I can tell you, trust me on this, it's such a better feeling to get into a nicely made bed as opposed to getting into one that's all crumbled and jumbled up. And I think it makes your mind feel crumbled and jumbled up. I really do. And so as a practice, I think one of the first things that you can do, now one of the things that I do in the morning, because I am basically into what I would consider my semi-retirement. I have my elderly mom who lives with me, and so I'm very busy with her. I like to get my first cup of coffee because I don't anymore have to rush out to go to work. And trust me, I worked many years and many long hours of call, all hours of the night and day. So one of my benefits now at this point in my life is just to be able to have that first cup of coffee and not feel rushed in the morning. And there's something about that first cup of coffee and those first few sips. But it's just so nice that I like to cozy up in my bed and have that few minutes of my special devotion time. And that's for me. So I love doing that. It's just a comfort for me. But as soon as I get up, I am in the habit. My feet go into my slippers and I turn around and I make my bed. And I make it and I fluff up the pillows, and sometimes I even throw the covers down and I just spray a really nice, aromatic type spray for like lavender or something that's, for your sheets and pillowcases. And I just like to let it air out you know, when I'm not necessarily stripping down the bed to wash the sheets, and just let it air out for a few minutes. I'm going to go into the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, and then come out and make my bed. But if you're not in the habit of doing that, and you can't see, or you don't understand, or it doesn't make any sense that why you make the bed, then as soon as you get up, turn around and make your bed. Just do it. Get it done. And soon, I believe that habit leads to making sure you haven't left clothes or shoes or purses or coats or any of that stuff just laying around on the chair or on the floor. It just kind of snowballs into wanting that stuff picked up before you go to bed, so that when you get up and you make that one bed, that room is done. That room is in a good place, so that if you had to escape during the day, to just say, I've got to get away from the chaos, I can't stand it, and it just means to hop on your bed and just close your eyes for 5 seconds, then at least you're doing it on a nice, fluffy, comfy bed, and it just kind of brings some of that peace and structure to your mindset and how you think. And how nice it is then to walk out into your kitchen area to get your cup of coffee and look around and go, oh, so picked up, no dishes stinking in the sink, or you just going, oh, gotta get the dishes done before I do anything else. And it's just habits. They're just good habits to have. And so simple and easy, and yet I think really has a deeper meaning than, you know, maybe we really think about. So it's just a great habit. Make your bed. Make your bed. So habit number 4 to me, and I heard this along the way several years ago when I attended a women's conference, and it happened to be a Joyce Meyer women's conference. And it's a great opportunity to meet all kinds of women. I think there were 25,000 women in one place, and it was just awesome. But so there she is up there and doing her thing. And what is she talking about? She's kind of talking about some of these habits, and hers is put the grocery shopping cart away. Just put it away. When you're done out of the store, throwing your groceries in your car, go take that cart and put it into the cart slot. And if you're not close to the cart slot, then walk it back to the door into the store. And for some reason, I thought, okay, really? Is this what I'm here for, this conference? Because she's talking about before you can actually, you know, make things right, you got for other people. We always want to make things right for other people and tell other people what to do, how to do it, how to feel. She's trying to tell you, make things right for yourself. Go home and wash the dishes in your sink. Clean your car. Put your grocery cart away. And, you know, after that, I just really thought about that, because I'm thinking, really? Am I guilty of not doing that? And so, of course, after the conference and all that, I just, you know, whatever, go to the grocery store and boom, put that cart just right now. And before I took my hand off, I thought about that. And so I went and walked the cart over to where the other grocery carts were, because am I in a habit of doing that now all the time? Yes, without fail. Why? Well, because I've had dings and nicks in my car from other carts flying around. Have you ever been through the parking lot feeling like you're playing dodge 'em cars because it's a windstorm and the carts are flying everywhere? And you just know that one that's rolling down before you can get to it is going to hit your car? Well, there's been times where I just don't put the cart back, but after hearing that, there's not been a time. I don't care how far I have to walk or how far away I park, I go and put the grocery cart back. And along those lines, same thing when you're in a grocery store. I mean, just recently, a pound of deli meat just left on the bread section. Now I'm thinking, well, was somebody planning on making a sandwich when they were here? Just the pound of deli meat that they had cut up for them and just left in the bread section. So that kind of goes along with why, for that reason, why put your grocery cart back? why, if you pick something up and put it in your cart and you don't want to use it, don't leave it 6 aisles down? Because it's the right thing to do. Just because it's the right thing to do. Oh, sorry, I'm dog sitting and I have a doggy here that's playing with something. Come here, come here. So I think, yeah, that's important. And so another habit, which I think just kind of encompasses most of all of this, is taking care of what you own, what you have, and just being or showing or caring for yourself as a good steward. Oh my gosh, hold on a sec. I had to pick up something because the doggy was wanting to play with it. You know, I think this way. I think being a good steward means being a good steward of everything. Everything that you have, that you own, you know, because I believe very strongly and very faithfully that all of these things that I have in my life are gifts and blessings, and that I should take care of them and take care of how I treat my home and my property. I truly believe in the theory. I think this is kind of a Dave Ramsey way of thinking, and I've adapted it and I believe it. You make some, you give some, you save some, and you spend some. And I'm real good on the spend some, let me tell you. But, and really be mindful of budgeting. So whatever you spend your money on, it's your decision. It's for you, as long as you've taken it in the right, I call stewardship order. I think we're on habit number 5, is to taking care of everything, like making your bed. You own your bed, it's your property, take care of it. You own your home, or you're renting your home, but it's still your home, so take care of it. Keep it clean. Your car, keep it clean, keep it nice. That means putting a shopping cart back from the parking lot so that it doesn't damage your car. But also taking care of your clothes. So another habit that I think is important is to pick those clothes up every night. And what I'm talking about is finding a place for everything. That's including your clothes. So hang your clothes up after you wear them. And a very good habit that I've gotten myself into are these hangers. These are the best hangers in the whole world, and you can get them anywhere now. Big Lots, Target, Walmart, even the grocery stores. They're thin, and they do have like kind of a coating on them, like a velour or velvet or whatever, so that the clothes don't slip by. Now, I know a lot of people go, I don't like them because I can't just pull them down off of the hanger. And that's the reason you have these hangers, is because they don't cause points in your clothing, and because it does shrink down your closet space. I mean, you get to buy a whole lot more and put it in your closet if you were running out of space because you're using these thin hangers. So it's just a good habit. And the good habit is because you're taking care of your clothes and you're hanging them properly, and you're taking care of the fabric, because a lot of hangers just cause really bad points in your clothing. And I don't care where I purchase my clothes, whether it's t-shirt from Walmart or Target, or you know, clothes from Dress Barn or Nordstrom's or Macy's. I'm going to treat all of my clothes the same. That it's a gift to me. It's something I need to take care of and get as much use and longevity out of as I can. And along those lines, I like the idea of shrinking down my closet so that I can make room for more stuff. So anyways, but those are kind of my 5 good habits, I think, to keep in mind, that it doesn't always have to be something really drastic in order to make a change in your life. It's just taking that one little step and taking a thinking process and changing it to a good habit. So until next time, be kind, be humble, and age gracefully. Bye.